Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here, and today we're going to be talking about my March favourites. I think there's quite a lot to be, favouriting this month. I've enjoyed quite a lot of things. Obviously it's been all up in the air this month, I think, and I think it will continue to do that for a little while, but we're not going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about is the things that I've really loved, and I've loved many things, so it's a good start. Firstly, we're going to start with my favourite book of the month, and I'm filming this quite a bit earlier, and I'm filming this like the 25th of the month, so a few days still left to go, so potentially this might change, of course, but I didn't actually have any 5-star reads in March, at least so far, like I said, but my favourite book of the month was a 4-star read, which was Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty. This was a buddy read that I read with Emily from Novel Novels, and I really enjoyed that. I really thought this book was interesting. I really enjoyed it. This basically is set around a barbecue. So the whole book is in alternate chapters. So one chapter is the current time period, which is I think 2 months after the barbecue. And then it goes back to the day of the barbecue. And then, like I said, it jumps back and forward like that. It follows 6 lives, or 6 characters, which are three couples basically at this barbecue, and all it says on the back is, by the end of this is a story which begins with a barbecue. By the end of it, a lifelong friendship will be in tatters, a marriage on the rocks, and an innocent bystander dead. In just one evening, 6 lives will change forever. And I really love this. I love Leanne Moriarty's writing, the way that she really pulls you in. This is not, I would say this is a contemporary novel rather than a thriller or a mystery novel. There is that mystery element, I guess, but I don't think that it's really anything like thrilling or like a thriller, if that makes sense. This basically, I don't know, this is very much a character-driven novel, and I really enjoyed that. I did really want to keep reading. Like I said, I love Leanne Moriarty. This is not my favourite of her books by any means. But I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a good 4 stars. The reason I didn't give it 5 stars was because the ending for me was a bit of a letdown. Just because I felt like it was like drawing up to be something. But because it's not really a thriller, I didn't really feel like that was like a shocking or anything like that. And so it just wasn't, it kind of was a bit limp to me towards the end. But I really, like I said, enjoyed this. It was my favourite book of the month. And yeah, I also really loved the reading experience, reading it with Emily. Then this month I have 2 favourite TV shows to talk about. The first one is Inside the Ambulance, which is a series that myself and AJ have been watching. We've taped a lot of them on the television, and this is basically a kind of real life, real time documentary, I guess, where you see ambulance paramedics responding to, the general calls that they get. Some of them are like life, obviously, emergencies. Some of them are injuries, accidents, all sorts of things. And I just really enjoy it. I think it's really well put together. I really like the different paramedics on it. They're really interesting to kind of follow and see how it tells you the truth about the NHS as well, and like how they're actually the things that they have to actually deal with and the things that people ring up about. Yeah, so I really enjoy that. I think it's really interesting, and definitely one that we will continue to watch. And the other one is not something I ever would have thought I would talk about, but it is we have been watching the Top Gear specials. So on Netflix they have like some of the old series specials, so where the main 3 the original 3 presenters basically go and like do different things. So we watched one recently which was a they were doing the Winter Olympics sports in cars, and it was really interesting, really funny. We started watching them when AJ's friend came here, and we watched a couple that were on Amazon Prime, which were interesting. But yeah, I just really loved it. I thought it was really fun, and again, it's not something, as someone who doesn't know anything about cars, I didn't think I would enjoy it, but actually it was really interesting and a good watch. Then to my favourite YouTuber, so this is somebody who's not a booktuber. I have one this month, and that is Naomi Smart. Naomi is somebody I used to watch a long time ago, when she used to vlog regularly with like Zoe and or Zoella and all the other around that time. But I really love Naomi's videos. I think she's really calm. She recently, so she moved to India in January with her I think fiance, pretty sure they're engaged, yeah. And then she's had to leave now at the moment just because of the current situation. But yeah, I've really loved her videos. She's just very calm, she's very interesting. She talks about healthy eating, healthy living, she talks about environmental issues, she talks about so many things. She's also just really, really lovely. She does workout stuff. It's very interesting, and she's somebody who I can just feel like I can chill and watch her videos, and I think especially at the moment that is definitely what I've been needing. Then on to my favourite booktubers of this month. So I have two this month. The first is the lovely Shannon from 155 Books. I have started watching Shannon's videos a lot more recently. I've been subscribed to her for a while, but I've specifically started watching them recently. She did an amazing original book tag, which was the Mr. and Mrs. book tag, which I definitely am thinking of doing. I'm very excited. Yeah, I cannot wait to keep watching her videos. She's just so thoughtful and really put together, and the way that she talks about books is just so interesting. She's done some really great books as well, and although we don't always agree on the books that we read, like we don't have the same opinions always, I just think that I want to watch all of her videos anyway. So yeah, I've loved Shannon's channel. And then my other favourite is somebody who I always mention, and she's one of my besties, and that is Leanne from Literary Diversions. I've always talked about her. I think I did her a shout out ages ago before we actually started talking, because I love her channel. She does like crime stuff and thriller stuff, and I love her. But I feel like the last month she's been so creative. There's been some really cool content. Her lovely wife Helen is on it a lot, which I love Helen, and they are so wonderful. I talk to them all the time, and it just means that like I get to watch videos of them as well, which has been delightful. Every time she puts up a video, I can be sure of a good like 15 to 20 minutes of just joy and love, and I adore that. So yeah, a massive shout out to Leanne. You know I love you, and yeah, thank you for bringing a smile to my face all the time. So then on to music of this month, and I have two favourite songs of the month. The first is Ugly Heart by GRL or Girl. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce the band name or whatever, but I really love this song. It's got a great like vibe to it, and it just is really like, I don't know, I like the beat to it. I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. And then the other one is an artist I really enjoy in general, and that's Jason Derulo. And the song specifically for this month is What You Say. I love it. I think it's so well, like, I don't know, I just really enjoy the vibe again. I love to sing along to it. And it's like, I don't know, sometimes you just like a song and you keep going back to it. Also, this is a song I used to listen to a lot when I was younger, so I feel like there's kind of that like nostalgic university days song element to it. So yeah, I just love this one. And then lastly, we have 3 YouTube videos that I have really enjoyed. The first was a video by Lauren from Lauren in the Books, and it was Lauren's Cozy Reading Night vlog. She did an impromptu Cozy Reading Night extra to the normal ones. So Cozy Reading Night is a reading, like readathon I guess, or whatever, where you read from 7 till 10 p.m. And she does them, I think seasonally usually, so like 5 times a year, but she did a special added one because of everybody having to stay home and that sort of thing. And I don't know, it was very cozy. I really enjoyed it too. Like, I did take part in the Cozy Night readathon a little bit. I was like reading at home. I didn't like post anything on Twitter or anything, but yeah, I just think that her and David and their sort of reading in their house, it was just really nice and really fun to watch, and I really enjoyed it. Next up, I really enjoyed Victoria from What Victoria Read did the Bougie Booktuber tag, which is a tag I did a while back as well, and I love the questions, and I just love seeing people talk about the video, questions and like hearing their answers. So yeah, Victoria's version of that was amazing, and again, I'll link everybody down below, but really enjoyed that video. And then the third one is Kelly from Cozy Reader Kelly did a middle grade book recommendations video, and although middle grade is not generally my type of thing. I loved this one. It was like contemporary. She wanted to do ones that basically weren't fantasy, and I just loved hearing she had so many different books on that video, and so many that I hadn't heard of, and I just thought that the way that she did it was really good, and I can't wait to read some of the books that she recommended, and yeah, I loved it, so I highly recommend that one as well. So there you are, guys. That is all of my favourites for the month of March. I hope that although things are a little bit funny and all over the place at the moment, I hope that you've managed to have a good March. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite YouTube video of the month was. I'd love to know which one stood out for you. Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!